Hi everyone, welcome to Karen's Corner. Hope everyone's doing well and that you're well and happy. Thank you for joining me for this meditation. So I've been thinking a lot about what's been going on in the world, and a lot of the word rhetoric comes to my mind, and how conversations take place, and sometimes we forget that half of the conversation is listening. And it's really hard to listen sometimes when your head's going and you want to be heard, you want to be seen. So I thought today we'd work a little bit on the gates of speech and our words, just kind of doing a little extended, little playfulness of that I learned from a dear friend of mine. So let's go ahead and get started. Come on down on your backs. We're going to do a little bit of movement first, just to kind of shake off all the dust, shake off whatever we brought into our meditation area. So come on down on your backs. You're certainly welcome to put a pillow or a blanket or anything underneath your head. Go ahead and give yourself a nice stretch in any direction. Maybe move the knees back and forth. Yeah, close the eyes and then just start to go in with what feels good for you right now. And then coming back to center, maybe hug in the right knee a little bit. Just give it a little squeeze, a little circle here. Maybe close your eyes. Feel the hip moving around in the hip joint. Notice what's maybe sticky. And maybe what just flows freely. And then reverse the direction of the circle when you're ready. Yeah, and then come back to center. And that left leg can be bent or straight, your choice. Hugging that right knee in. Go ahead and move the ankle in one direction. And then in the opposite direction. Point and flex the toes a little bit. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. And then just taking a full breath in and out through the nose here. Just come back to a full breath cycle. Use an exhalation then, holding on to that right knee, either onto the shin or underneath, whatever works for you. Inhale here, and then on your exhale, take that knee out to the side just a little bit. In breath brings it back to center. Exhale takes it out to the side. Yeah, just a couple more times in and out. And then the next time that knee is out to the side, just find another comfortable place to hold here. And then play with it a little bit too. You can press through the heel, point and flex the toes, circle the ankle. Just explore, get a little curious, maybe a little playful. And then slowly work your way back to center. Good, draw both knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Add a little rock here. Massage that lower back, all that tension we hold. And And then eventually we'll come back to center. Plant that right foot onto the mat this time. Hug that left knee in. Take a moment to observe how this side may or not feel different from the other. It is what it is, right? And then just some slow circles here. How's the hip feel in the hip joint? And then reverse the direction of the circle. It's a simple movement, really just kind of helps you unwind a little bit. Coming back to center here, circle the ankle. Reverse the direction. And then point and flex the toes. Maybe see if you can separate the toes a little bit. Press through the heel. Good. And then when you're ready, full breath in and out through the nose here. Relax. Just come back to this moment. And then holding on to your shin. Again, the right leg can be bent or straight, your choice. Whatever your lower back is telling you works best. Exhale that knee out to the side. Inhale, drop back to center. Exhale, release. In and out a few more times. And then we'll find a place to hold. And it may or may not be the same place as was on the right side. But we're going to get playful on this side too. So we're going to play with the ankle a little bit. Maybe see if we can separate the toes. What feels good. Good. And then slowly bring that knee back to center. Pull the right knee in. A little squeeze, a little rock. Perfect. And then plant both feet on the mat this time. Heel toe the feet together so the inner edges of the feet are touching. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, release the knees out to the side, bringing the soles of the feet together. When you're ready for your in-breath, draw the knees back together. So see if you can connect the movement with the breath. Not the breath with the movement, move with the breath. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, soften and release. And if this is too much energy in your inner groins, just slide the feet away from you a little bit. If it's not enough, slide the heels a little closer to you. So again, you can make this your posture. A great way to personalize your practice here. And then the next time you find your knees separated, once again, find a comfortable position to hold. So just fall into gravity here. And again, if it's too intense, slide the toes away from you. If you want to add a little more, draw the heels a little closer to you. Let the belly soften, let the sides of the waist soften, and then bring one palm to your belly and one palm to your heart. Close your eyes here, and nothing else to do here but breathe. Yeah, when's the last time you were just told to do nothing but breathe? Unhinge the jaw. Soften the skin on the face. Maybe feel the rise and fall of your belly. Feel it lift on the inhale. Feel it totally relax and soften on the exhale. And just a few more mindful breaths here. And then gently slide your palms away from you, place them underneath your legs or your knees, and then with the help of your hands, draw the knees together. Yeah, walk the feet wide. Give the knees a little movement from side to side. Good, and then rolling over to one side. Go ahead and lift yourself up. Work your way to a comfortable seat. We're going to be seated here for just a few minutes, stretching out our shoulders and our neck. Sit up on a blanket or a block. Legs can be straight or crossed, your choice. Even out the weight in the hips and envision your heart perfectly centered over your hips. On your next inhale, draw those shoulders up toward the ears. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades down and around the back of your heart. Good, go ahead and do that a few more times. You can really exaggerate here. So inhale, exhale. In and out through the nose, please. Beautiful. And then draw those ears so you feel them centered over your shoulders. Nice big inhale here. Lift up through the crown of the head. So the crown of the head lifts up and then everything else just falls away. Lift through the heart and then drop chin to chest here. Roll that right ear over towards your shoulder. Back to center and then in the opposite direction. And just like we were feeling the hip in your socket, just feel your head roll from side to side. Notice what kind of kinks you're getting out. Notice what slides easy, what doesn't. Take your time here. And then the next time that ear is over toward the right shoulder, find a place to hold here. See if you can breathe into this space between the shoulder and the ear on the opposite side. Tiptoe those left fingertips away from you, any amount. Or you can simply lift the hand up off the earth, just adding a little weight here. And then just like we did with our ankles, we're going to explore a little bit. So maybe move the chin around. Good, and then slowly bring that left palm back. Draw the chin back to the chest. Stay here for a few breaths. See if you can draw those shoulders away from the ears a little bit. Let them fall away. Breathe into the upper back, the back of the neck. So we're still lifting up through the heart here. And then when you're ready, gently roll that left ear over toward the shoulder. Yeah, stay here for a full breath cycle. No need to rush. This is your time. So let go of any sort of guilt that you're talking to yourself about. Yes, we say the meanest things to ourselves sometimes, right? Some of the worst conversations I've had are with me. When you're ready, tiptoe those right fingertips away from you or lift the palm up off the mat. Yeah, sometimes those conversations are just with me, and sometimes those are the most contentious. So this is your time. You're worthy of this. And just simply releasing the weight of the world, releasing anything that's trying to pull you away from your space right now. Move the chin around. Beautiful. And then slide that right palm back. Draw the chin back to the chest. Lift up through the heart now, so everything lifts, but those shoulders fall away from the ears. Good. Gently lift the head. Inhale, draw those shoulders up toward the ears. Some shoulder rolls back. Really exaggerate here. Come to a nice neutral spine. If your legs are crossed, uncross them and cross them in the opposite direction. And then with the palms resting comfortably on the lap or on the knees, we'll do some few seated cat-cows. So on an inhale, offer your heart forward, slide those shoulder blades toward one another, lengthen through the front of the neck. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. So again, connect the movement with the breath. So if you're moving faster or slower than me, that's okay. You don't even need to look at me. Good. Just a couple of more breath cycles here. And then just find a nice neutral spine, nice tall spine. Lift up through the heart, the front of the heart and the back of the heart the same. Let everything else fall toward the earth. So just feel the pull of gravity in your body as your heart lifts. And then if your eyes are closed, gently blink the eyes open, and then gently work your way to your meditation posture. So you can do this meditation legs on the wall, you can do it seated, you can do it lying down. Make yourself comfortable here. Add any props that you want to add to make yourself comfortable and at ease, but still alert enough that you can hear my voice and you won't fall asleep. So I'll give you a couple of breaths here to get there. Set yourself up nice. Maybe if you're laying down, put something underneath your knees or a pillow underneath your head. If your leg's up on the wall, you may want to put something maybe even underneath your hips to lift the hips up a little bit. It's really great too. Another option is to add an eye pillow to your face, so you can really stay inward. So once you get to your posture, breathing in and out through the nose, just take a couple of breath cycles here. Just a way of anchoring yourself in your space right now. Let go of any expectations or any thoughts of how you think a meditation posture should look. I know when I first started meditating that caused me a lot of stress because I felt that I needed to be seated, my legs needed to be crossed, I needed to be rigid, I had to hold my fingers in a particular way. To me, that was the definition of meditation, and it's not. It's whatever works for you. If your eyes are not already closed, close the eyes. Shift the gaze behind your closed lids down toward your heart. Let go of any energy you're holding in your body. Invite yourself to feel heavy and then just drop into gravity. You don't need to be able to see me, you just need to be able to hear me. Now nudge your attention to your breath. And letting go of any idea how you think your breath should or should not be. Begin to follow your breath in and out as it flows through your earthen vessel. So don't worry if it's short, long, shallow, deep. Just gently follow the breath in and follow the breath out. And usually after 3 or 4 breaths, the mind begins to remind you that it's there. So gently just turn the corners of your lips up and come back to following your breath. Sometimes it does help to count the breath. Inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 1, exhale 2. And after 3 or 4 breaths like that, the mind will begin to release its grip. So inhale for 1, exhale 2. Inhale 1, exhale 2. Continue with your rhythm. If you've lost count or moved away from your meditation, be okay with that. Coax yourself back. A few more breath cycles here. Gently releasing your attention just a bit, keeping your eyes closed and staying right where you are. So in yoga, in meditation, in life, there's a saying about the 3 gates of speech that are supposed to help guide us in finding the right words. So we offer our opinion, our voices, rhetoric, whatever it is you want to offer from a place of compassion. And the 3 gates are, is it true, is it kind, and is it necessary? So a super dear friend, about probably, 7 years ago, Jolynn, shout out to Jolynn there, had a poster hanging in her yoga studio that said think, which expanded on these 3 gates of speech. And using each of the letters in think, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? So right now, I just encourage you to think of one thing you want to say. It doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's just something really simple. It doesn't matter. And with that thought, ask yourself, is it true? It's past the first gate. Is it helpful? Gate number 3, is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? I find myself using this gate several times. Sometimes I'm good at it, and full disclosure, sometimes I'm not so good at it. So I leave that with you and encourage you to think before you speak. And that also includes thoughts with ourselves. Some of the hardest, meanest things we say are to ourselves. So think, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? So take a few more deep breaths in and out, just letting these gates linger. And then gently begin to bring back some movement into your body, wiggling fingers and toes, a little gentle rock of the head, a full stretch. Blink the eyes open, bring the palms together at the heart. Yes, think before we speak. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? Remembering that half the conversation is listening as well. So may you speak in a way that others love listening to you. and may you listen in a way that others love speaking to you. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for joining me for this meditation. I bow. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. See you next time on the mat at Karen's Corner.